Hey team, so this week's stretch is all about the hips, and we're going to be working on the quad, in particular the quads and the glutes, and a little bit into the lower back. Okay, so we're going to start off in a kneeling position, and we're going to sit back into our heel at the back as we get a bit of a hammy stretch, and then push that knee out, keeping the foot flat on the floor. You want to aim for about 8 to 10 each side, then you're going to switch across to the other side. Today I'll just show you a few reps each side, and then you can take that at your own pace. Then we're going to switch the legs back. This time I'm going to take one leg back out straight, bring the other leg forward, the knee is now off the floor, pushing the knee out to the side, dropping the back knee towards the floor, but just keeping it off the floor. Take that leg back, push that knee out, drop the knee to the floor, keeping the chest elevated. And I'd go 3 to 4 each side of these. Then we're just going to come into all fours position. I'm going to take my leg out to the side, my foot is flat at the back, and I'm just going to send my hand out in front of me as I drop my head towards the floor. We can hold there a bit longer, 10 to 30 seconds, whatever you prefer really there. Back to the middle, to the other side, back foot's flat, sending the opposite arm away. And then we can go 2 to 3 each side of those. Okay, then I'm going to work on to those glutes. So familiar stretches. We're going to start off with some pigeon work. So we're going to bring the foot up, the knee towards the outside hand, and I'm just going to drop my hips slightly, elevate my chest to start, and then if I can, I'm just going to drop my chest towards the floor, nose to floor. And again, you can hold there up to about 30 seconds or so. Switch again, other side, keeping that elevated, chest upright for the first bit, and then I can drop my chest towards the floor. And again, I'm going to hold for a similar amount of time there. I'm going to come out of that position, drop myself into a 90-90 hip roll, bring the arm round and hold. Take my legs to the other side, bring that around and hold. And again, I can do 2 to 3 each side, keeping that stretch, holding it there for as long as you like, up to 30 seconds. I'm going to go into gorilla stance, so take my knees wider. You might need some under those knees for comfort, feet flat. Make 2 fists, keep the chest up. Initially, I'm just going to sit back a bit to feel that stretch in the inside there of my leg. I can then slowly drop down to elbows, drop my body down, and again get a bit lower, sit back into that position. Be careful in that position because it is a bit tight. Obviously we're meant to be designed to be tight in those inside muscles, inside the leg there. And then you can repeat that process back to upright, fist position, chest up, sitting back into that stretch, and repeat that process down to forearms, and then a little bit lower, sit back into those hips. Carefully get yourself out of that stretch, drop down onto your front into our scorpion, pointing our toes away. One leg comes over, Open this up as far as you like. Be careful not to go too fast for that movement. I'm starting to open up this hip. Just want to elevate that almost towards the ceiling just to create more tension there, more stretch. Elevate. And one more. And again, feel free to add a few more reps to that. Okay, then we're into some Cossack. So, foot up, pushing that knee out. We're going to push our hips up first, look between our legs, travel across, driving that outside knee outwards, toes up, and then back across. Drive that knee out, toes up, and back across. And again, we can do 3 to 4 each side. And there you go, guys. So, if you're particularly tight in those areas today, you maybe want to go through all of those exercises 2 or 3 times, maybe spread it out throughout the day. If there's a particular exercise that really works for you and you think, oh, I can definitely do a bit more work into that area, then definitely add that into your toolbox this week.